Hello, class. Welcome to week number 8. This is Sister Higgins, and the topic for this week is facilitating dialogue. And I hope that as you are busy right in the middle of your shadowing experiences and you're learning more about nonprofits and how to be an advocate, that you're also learning the importance of communication as you are dealing with these different nonprofits. So we're going to be talking a lot about how through communication, the facilitation of dialogue between two parties is so important. So for the overview for this week, you're going to perform one duty of an advocate, which is to help others understand and respect the experiences of a group of people you are representing. You'll encourage dialogue and action in response to those experiences. So, and this is really important in the communications world as well as advocacy in helping and encouraging people from different perspectives to be able to understand and look at things from different perspectives. That kind of goes along with last week's lesson as well. So there's 3 objectives for this week. 1, employ specific strategies to reduce obstacles to understanding when making an explanation. Number 2, develop a strategy for writing about a social issue from a guiding perspective, likely other than your own. And 3, create and organize data-based content intended to promote greater understanding and to facilitate dialogue. So this week you're going to be learning, as you're learning about dialogue, how to reframe framing. And basically, all of us have a certain mindset or a certain frame of mind. And it's important in communication that you learn how to reframe a certain perspective or a certain statement. And this is in your reading for this week, but I really appreciated this quote that says, "He who determines what politics is about runs the country, because the definition of the alternatives is the choice of conflicts, and the choice of conflicts allocates power." And I think that this is really powerful because so much of what goes on in our world is all about communication and how to resolve conflict and how we perceive conflict and how we can handle that. So I think that this is a really powerful quote. So there are 2 types of framing or ways to communicate on a certain topic. So first is framing to persuade, and you'll be learning that this week. And that is presenting an issue or a social problem in a way that defines it, in a way that is to your advantage. So basically, say that I'm talking about abortion, and I would make statements about how I feel that the fetus is actually a baby and that it would be murder. So I am trying to convince my audience of how horrible abortion is, versus framing for deliberation, which is the second type of framing, and that's presenting an issue or a social problem in a neutral way that explains all the facts for the listener to make their own judgment. So in terms of abortion, it would be to reframe that in that it is a determination scientifically of when human life actually begins, and if it is the right of the mother to be able to terminate that pregnancy at any point or before human life actually begins. So you're presenting it in a very neutral way. So there's 2 different types of framing that you're going to be learning about this week, which goes into your team's issue book. And last week we gave an example of an issue book on alcohol in America, and you're going to be working on your rough draft this week. So 3 things to focus on with your issue book this week. Communicate early with each other. Don't put it off till the end of the week. Everyone needs to contribute equally. It's very important that it's not any one person that's doing the majority of the work. And everyone in your group will not automatically get the same grade. That's one thing that I think with group work, that people can think that their team members can do the work and they can still get a good grade. I will be looking at evaluations from your team members as to what you've done to contribute to the project. So everybody is expected to do their fair share. So as you're really getting into the course right now and things are busy, I hope that you're really being able to understand the importance of communication when working in advocacy. And I look forward to hearing what your topics are for your issue books for your different groups. And please, like always, if you have any questions, feel free to contact me. Thanks and good luck this week.